Welcome back to Good Morning La La Land. This woman, you may have seen her from behind the scenes and in front of the scenes. She is a choreographer to the elite of the elite in this industry, Charm LaDonna. You are so gorgeous.
Thanks for
I have to
having me.
say, okay, out of the 1,000
Should I show?
yes, look at these. Are you kidding me? So hot, so hot.
Like a true dancer, by the way. That was very
It was so graceful.
Clearly, you have made life your stage.
I have.
Tell us about that.
I have. I mean, I started dance, right? And my mom saw that in me and she put me in a dance school. And from then, I didn't know that just that simple passion can turn into a career, right? And that's what it's done for me in that way. And yeah, it's surreal.
When did you know it was going to be your career?
I honestly,
Is there a point?
there was, when I was 17. 17, I actually booked my first like really big tour and I was with Madonna. And
That would be a big tour.
Okay, I guess it's going to work out for me. This might work.
But you know, like here's the thing. I knew my entire life. I dedicated my time and everything I had to dance. That's all I had. The arts, right? The arts is what kind of pushed me through any situation. The creative side of me is what kind of brought me it gave me something to look forward to. Right, so at 17, I booked that job and I went on tour before college, and I kind of knew like, okay, I can actually make a career dancing. But what I didn't realize is that I could actually turn that dancing into being a choreographer and a creative director. Like I knew I had the passion, I knew I wanted to choreograph, but I just never could think that I would be where I am now, and working with and doing TV, doing film, doing live stage, doing commercials. Dance is taking me around the world 4 or 5 times.
Wow.
Could you share a couple of the highlights along the way before you became a choreographer?
Well, honestly, like I can kind of pinpoint, like after being with Madonna and I was a dancer, right? I came back, I went to school, went to UCLA. My mentor is Fatima Robinson, and I'm her protege. So I studied under her, even though I met her when I was 10. It kind of started back then. But she kind of really took me in at 18, right when I was off tour. And I learned the game. I spent time learning outside of being a dancer, a choreographer, a businesswoman, right? So highlights for me outside of Madonna is, again, like I was able to choreograph for Black Eyed Peas at the time of the Boo Boo Pow time.
Really? Yeah.
I was with Fatima, in that time, and I got to choreograph for Selena Gomez. I've got to choreograph and actually dance with Selena, and Megan Trainor, Kendrick Lamar, the Grammy performance we did last year.
I mean, these are iconic.
Like these
Icons.
artists, iconic
Yeah.
performances. But what do you think it is about you that draws these artists to your moves, to your style, to your vision?
Honestly, I just believe I'm blessed. I believe I'm blessed. I believe that I work really hard and I do my best. I give every job 100%. I'm a kind person. That matters to me. You know what I'm saying? Over just that, because we can get lost in the industry and the tits and tats of what we think we're supposed to be. I'm just myself. And if I can tell anyone that it's being myself, staying grounded, my morals, my beliefs, my values, everything that my mom taught me growing up is what helped move me in an industry that can kind of, you just never know.
You can
Right,
get lost.
yeah.
You can get lost quick.
Yeah, Good Morning Lana. We talk a lot about faith. A lot of our guests are very faith-driven and stuff. And so how is that played? Because people are like, just be yourself and staying in that.
Well, again, everyone has their thing. I know I know what I believe in. I know, and I've always, no matter what, because we all go through things. We all have trials. We all have a story. And I really wholeheartedly, truly believe that I'm sent and I'm here. I was given this gift for a reason, right? To be able to, it's not just about choreography, it's about coming in artists' lives and making live shows, pulling the best out of them. It's deeper than just steps, right? You think, so again, people do differently. You have choreographers that, on Instagram, you got choreographers on TV, film, everyone plays their part in our world. But for me, I think my thing is, again, the understanding that everything that's given to me is given to me by a greater power.
Yeah, love that. When are you at your best? When do you feel most?
I feel my best. I feel most in flow when,
Right.
even though sometimes it drives us like, oh my God, what's happening? Like the fact that I can kind of maneuver and have multiple projects going on, building this empire under myself and and can kind of give jobs to other people is when the fact that I can hire 20 dancers on a job, the fact that I have the power to help, it's just the kids I mentor, being able to share my gift and to give and tell them, hey, you don't owe me anything, just pay it forward, like push it forward. That's where I find the gratitude. And you know, and seeing artists on stage and they hug me after a show and they're like, Charm, we did it. I'm like, we did.
So what's the latest dance move that we need to know about?
It's forever changing dance, because you can go on Instagram and you can kind of type in a hashtag, type in a region and see what that particular region or area is doing. So there's like all the dance moves are forever changing,
right,
are forever evolving, are forever, just because that's what dance.
And there's a lot of dance in this. I've done a lot of salsa dance, which I love.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's that like step or stamp. It's where all the different artists come together and they dance together in the different genres. Do you ever go to that? Where can we go in LA to go out and go dancing? Come on for all the. There's a lot of dance in this town.
That's so sad.
There's a little bit of that.
Somewhere else to go. Just go on stage.
What are you excited about right now? What's next for you?
You know, right now I'm working on a film, and as a choreographer, and I got to play a part in the movie. And I'm excited about that because that's something else I always want to dabble in, acting, being that I've dealt with so many actors, and it's just, you know, I love the arts overall. That's something coming up. I'm working on a couple other projects, a couple other shows. Me being in front of the camera more is what I'm kind of excited about, because I get to speak, I get to kind of tell my story, and I get to inspire outside of just myself and allowing myself to speak and be, again, in front of the camera. So those little projects of like, that are coming up, I'm kind of excited about. I can't say too much about, but I'm excited about it.
Well, tell everyone where they can find and follow you so they can stay up to date on these projects.
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Facebook. Everything is Charm LaDonna. My name, CharmLadonna.
It is.
She choreographed that one.
You saw that, I did.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.